Hello everybody, how are you today? Welcome to my Cambridge IELTS and TOEFL certification classes. My name is Rodrigo and I'm officially a Cambridge examiner for the speaking part of the test. And this is Pandora. Say hi Pandora. Hi. And today we're going to talk a little bit about grammar. But just before we start our class, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the button below and make sure you follow all of our grammar and vocabulary tips, alright? And the class of the day involves the verbs that can be followed by ing or gerund, okay? So a lot of students from the intermediate level, upper intermediate, and even advanced students have difficulties when they use the verbs plus ing. So I'm going to show you a lot of examples this morning, and I hope you really like this class, alright? So let's start to have a look. First verb, the verb to admit. So the doctor admitted making a mistake. So I don't say the doctor admitted to make, but admitted making a mistake, alright? In the second example, my daughter admitted cheating the test. So both examples use admitted plus ing in the next verb, alright? Let's see the second example. I appreciate her making the effort to come. In this case, I'm using formal English. Instead of say I appreciate you, I use I appreciate your, alright? In the second example, I appreciate the waiter giving us a discount for having spent so much, alright? So the waiter gave us a discount and I appreciate him doing that, alright? So the verb to appreciate follows ing. Let's move to the third verb. I avoid visiting sick people. So I don't say I avoid to visit, I say I avoid visiting sick people. And we should avoid sleeping too late because we need to work the following day, alright? So, Pandora loves these classes, right Pandora? I love Daddy. Let's continue. Everyone burst out laughing, alright? In Portuguese you say caíram na risada. So everyone burst out laughing. And Mary burst out crying her daughter's funeral. Of course, it's her funeral, so she's very sad. She's sorrowful, alright? Next one. I considered studying in London in June. So that's what I'm planning, alright? Will you consider marrying me? It's a great question when you propose to somebody, alright? Will you consider marrying me? Alright? So the verb to consider also requires ing. Next, I'm contemplating going abroad for a year. That's what I'm thinking, I'm dreaming of. And John's contemplating working for a 5-star hotel in Dubai. Alright? So he wants to move to Dubai. He's thinking very carefully about that. Alright? Next, I believe we shouldn't delay deciding about this until next month. So, in my view, we should decide that right now. Alright? And you shouldn't delay going to the gym because you are overweight. So basically what I'm saying is that you need to lose some weight, so you shouldn't wait. You shouldn't delay going to the gym. You have to go to the gym as soon as you can, right? At your earliest convenience, alright? Next, Stephen denied committing that horrible crime because he doesn't want to go to jail, alright? And Robert keeps denying having cheated on poker last Sunday. So if he keeps denying, he keeps saying that he hasn't cheated on the game, okay? Let's see the next example. I detest working overtime because I get really tired. I get overwhelmed or, very stressed. So I want to have a rest, alright? And everybody detests doing the laundry. Nobody likes doing the laundry, doing the dishes, all the house chores. Those are things that we would love to have money to pay somebody to do that, alright? Next example. I enjoy playing with my grandchildren, alright? I enjoy doing something. Everybody enjoys eating desserts because everybody loves sugar, right? I don't know if that's really true, but you know, I believe that everybody enjoys eating something with sugar, right? Next example. Please excuse my stomach rumbling. I haven't eaten all day. So when you hear that noise in your stomach, blah 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 blah, we say it's rumbling, alright? Because I haven't eaten all day. And excuse me interrupting, but I forgot my phone at the desk, I'm afraid. So you've just interrupted somebody talking to each other because you have forgotten your phone on the desk. Okay? Next example. I can't face doing my homework right now. Probably because I'm really tired, I feel jaded, I need to go to bed and sleep. And you should face telling the truth. So you shouldn't delay doing that. You should face telling the truth, That's what it means. So let's continue. Next examples. Do you fancy having some pizza? So do you feel like having some pizza, alright? Is that what you want? I fancy going for a walk. So in that case, that's what I want to do. That's what I feel like doing, right? And right after, we have the expression feel like. So I feel like playing the guitar. That's what I want to do right now. And we feel like doing nothing today. We just want to sleep. Perhaps be a couch potato, watching TV, doing nothing else. No responsibilities at all, alright? That's what we feel like doing today. Next example. I finished doing my assignment, and has she finished counting all the money? Again, you finished doing something. You finished counting the money. You finished doing the assignment, alright? Next example. I can't forgive him lying to me. So you can't forgive somebody doing something to you. I can't forgive her making those sardonic comments. So that's very negative, kind of sarcastic, in a bad way. I gave up teaching him because he just doesn't learn. And she always gives up trying. So everything she starts, she gives up doing it. She gives up trying, alright? ING. Next examples. Every day I imagine lying by the beach. Every day I imagine living by the beach. So who doesn't imagine living by the beach, the amazing sunrise and sunset, the atmosphere, the great smell of sand, it's a beautiful view, right? You can say stunning view, spectacular view, And I imagine getting married in Australia. So probably Golden Coast, that's the coast of Australia, a beautiful place, so imagine getting married right there, right? Keep on trying, Julia. So please don't give up. Keep on trying. So you keep on doing something. She will keep on insisting on writing those silly letters. Okay? So she will keep on insisting on doing something. Insisting on trying, on writing those silly letters. Alright? Next example. Have I mentioned going to the market earlier this morning? So you mentioned doing something. Please don't mention my helping Anna with the assignment, okay? So probably Anna was supposed to do the assignment herself, but because she asked me, she's my friend, I helped her with the assignment. But please don't mention that to anybody, alright? Do you mind my sitting here? Again, I'm using formal English. Instead of saying, do you mind me? Do you mind my sitting here? Alright? And would you mind cutting to the chase, please? Cutting to the chase means going straight to the point. not beating around the bush. Just tell me what you want to say, alright? So would you mind cutting to the chase, please? Alright? Let's see some other examples. I miss traveling 3 times a year, and nobody misses having classes with Mr. Smith. So I miss doing something. I miss traveling 3 times a year. In other words, I don't travel 3 times a year any longer, right? And nobody misses having classes with Mr. Smith, basically because he's boring, super boring, alright? Next example, I had to postpone sending those emails. So I had to put off, to put back, to postpone, okay? And my son postponed seeing the doctor. So basically my son is no longer seeing the doctor today, he's postponed it. So he's going to visit the doctor next week. Probably that's what it means, alright? I practiced playing the piano for 3 hours this morning. So in other words, I spent 3 hours playing the piano. And Laura is practicing painting contemporary art. In this case, I'm using practice and practicing with an S because I'm using the British spelling. But if you're used to American English, we use practice and practicing with a C, alright? I had to put off meeting Mrs. Klein. So basically, I was supposed to meet Miss Klein today, but I had to put it off. So another time, another day. And I never put off doing my obligations. So in other words, I have ethics and I always do my obligations, you know. I don't postergate anything, okay? Peter resents having to explain his work to other people, so he dislikes it. That's not something he appreciates. And I resent paying extra for my drink just because it's in a posy bottle. Just because the bottle looks fancy, I'm paying a lot more for my drink, you know? And maybe the drink is just an ordinary drink. It's not fantastic, it's not superb, it's not memorable, it's not remarkable, alright? Next example. I resisted telling the truth until last moment. So in that case, I resisted doing something. And I resisted trying vegan food because I heard they use fake cheese. So I heard through the grapevine that they use fake cheese. That's what people comment about. There are rumors that the cheese is not for real, it's fake. It's vegan cheese, alright? They don't use cow's milk because obviously they have a cause and we have to respect that. Firemen risk their lives every day saving people. So they risk doing something. They risk their lives saving people. And some doctors don't want to risk turning off the machines, which may cause euthanasia, you know. So obviously if you turn off the respiratory machines, you may cause euthanasia in a patient. So most doctors wouldn't take the risk, alright. Next example, I can't stand watching cricket. I don't know if you guys know cricket, but to me it's a pretty boring sport, you know. But I can't stand watching cricket. Some people love it, you know. My mom can't stand drinking alcohol. So in her case, she hates the taste of alcohol, she hates the feeling of booze, you know. Next example, I suggested having a party at home, but nobody liked the idea. And I suggested having my honeymoon in Pakistan, but my fiancé hated the idea. So you suggest doing something, in this case, having a party, having my honeymoon, alright? Next example. I understand you're telling him to redo his work. Probably his work was badly done, it was half-baked. So I understand you're telling him to redo everything, okay? In the last example of the day, nobody understood my restarting playing that song, but I knew I had made a mistake. So that's why I restarted playing the song. I wanted to play it perfectly, alright? So guys, those were the most common verbs that followed another verb with ing, or the gerund form. So I hope you liked the class. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the link below. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't use any editions on my videos. So this is a class, and I always imagine that it's a large class in front of me. That's why I don't edit anything. I think this has to be for real, you know what I mean? Like, I love the feeling of teaching different people. At the moment, I'm talking to a machine, I'm looking at the camera. This is not the most comfortable thing to do, but you know, I do it for you guys, and this is for free. So I really appreciate your spending your time with me, and I hope that you watch the next classes so you can learn some English tips for grammar, vocabulary, listening and writing tips and skills, alright? So thank you so much. Cheers guys, cheers.